And finally, everything is here. Oh yes, we have the final piece of the puzzle. Alright, it is currently 6 in the morning. I said that I would make a little vlog of building my dream PC. Basically what I've just been doing for the last God knows how long is ordering a bunch of stuff. What I've done is I've ordered everything that is supposed to be on Amazon. So the motherboard, the processor, the RAM, and then I got some hard drive as well because I only have a HDD at the moment and I want to get an SSD. Hopefully this means that my videos will get a lot better now because I'll be able to use a lot more processing power, etc. But yeah man, should be fun. Very expensive though, oh my god. Like, I did not realize when I started this journey how expensive it would be. But it's cool. It's all going to be worth it in the long run. It means I can make better videos. The other day I was doing some green screen on a video. I don't know if you haven't seen it. And my computer just started freezing and everything. So, and also like, I really need a new keyboard. Hopefully it all goes well. Alright, it is now I think 2 days later than when I made that last clip. Yeah, we're nearly there. So we have our SSD, our RAM, we got everything here. I'm not gonna bore you with all the details. I'll just put it all in the description. But yeah, no, it should be just waiting for the case now, and we're good. As you guys like my little mouse mat here, nice little design, right? So for the first piece of the puzzle, we have gone for the CPU, and we are going for the AMD Ryzen 7 7800X3D. Here it is in all its glory. That shine, very nice, very nice. 5 gigahertz overclock capabilities, 8 cores, 16 threads, all around just a bit of a beast, to be honest with you. Okay, next up onto something that I actually know about. This is the RAM, 7200 megahertz, all around just a bit of overkill, to be honest with you, on the RAM because the motherboard only overclocks to 6400, I think it is. Look at that. I remember back in the day when, oh, did I ruin it? I remember back in the day when my dad used to say, be careful with RAM sticks, they're really delicate. And now I know that they're probably one of the least delicate things. I'll put an overlay of what it looks like in the PC so that, you know, you guys can see. But okay, moving swiftly onwards to the SSD. This I've definitely gone overkill. I was originally going to get the 980, and then I saw that the 980 with a heatsink was only £5 more or £10 more. Then I realized that the 990 is only £10 more as well. So I ended up not getting a heatsink, which was actually good because the motherboard comes with a heatsink. Well, we'll get into that in a second, but this is a NVMe PCIe Gen 4 SSD, 2 terabyte, 7500 megahertz, product of Korea. Huh, I did not know that. Now let's be honest, most people don't really care about the other pieces, except for this bad boy. Oops, I hit my tripod. Oops. The 3080 RTX. Yeah, this thing is heavy. So I'm gonna take it out of the box and we'll get it out of the box in a second. All right, here we go. This box is a lot easier to deal with. So let's open this bad boy up. Oh, look at that. You got the slot there, you got your PCIe ports, in total 8x3. Now for the most over the top part, I've gone for liquid cooling. I thought it was the same as custom cooling in terms of, you know, there would be water going through. There is water going through, but you don't see it, it's not see-through. And the last thing of the main components, we have the power supply. And we went for 1000 watts because online it was telling me I need about 800 watts, 80 plus gold, that's like 85% efficiency, I believe. So 850 watts, I think it was like 750 watts actually, but. Let's get to the motherboard. How do you open this thing? Ooh! No one? Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. We have the quick installation guide. We have the regular. We're obviously. Don't give him that. Don't give her directions. So these are the regulatory notices. We're obviously gonna read those, right? Zoya, just look at my face quickly. We're obviously gonna read those, right? Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We do this by
Piece number 2.
You have to say what it is.
It's the AMD Ryzen 7 7800X3D. Worth approximately, how much? 5 gigahertz with I think it's 8 cores. Alright, anyways, whatever. This is the CPU. So, how do you take this? Ooh, I'm gonna put this back on. I'm scared. Come on, push. Not like that. Oh, you need another click. You need both. There you go. Your first computer
I did it.
thing.
Woo, woo.
So, I think we skipped forward a bit from the last clip. We've got power supply in there. We've got whatever this controller is. You can barely see it, it's so dark. Motherboard, putting the air cooling in. We got RAM there. We're gonna put the graphics card. We put it in 3 times, and then we keep realizing we have to take it out, so we're gonna put it in last. So you may be confused. We just had a motherboard, now we got a different one. Yeah, the other one didn't work. I don't know why. It worked when we did the test, but it didn't work when put it in the case. So I have ordered a new motherboard. This time we are, I don't know, I've opened it actually. This time we're going for Gigabyte AORUS Elite B650. You know how it is, it's all the same stuff. Oh, I hit my tripod. Got IO there, got all the ports. Most of those won't be getting used, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. Oh, that's tight. Why is that tight?
नहीं गलत लग रहा है कहाँ इसका कहाँ जाता यहाँ जाता
No, this is the same as
ये
before.
निकालना है ना ये बाद में लगाए अपन ये बाद में लगाना
Should we take that off?
Yeah.
Okay. God damn it! Took out the wrong one. Oh, finally. So it's been about a week now since I finished building my first ever gaming PC, and I figured it's time I let you guys in on some of the information I wish I had when I started this journey. Now, the very first thing that I'm gonna say is don't be messy. That manual, that guide that you think you will never need, trust me, it will come in handy later. Make sure that when you're building your PC, you keep all the boxes in one place. You keep all the pieces that came in the boxes in one place as well, so that it's easy to organize them afterwards, and you make sure that you don't lose anything. Trust me, this is really helpful when you may need to return a part, because no company will take the part back without every single piece of the product. Tip number 2. Look, you're gonna mess up, okay? Things are gonna go wrong. It's your first time building. Nothing is gonna work properly 100% of the time. Don't worry about it. There is a reason why the tech industry is so big, and there is another reason why tech YouTube is huge. Ever since I started thinking about building this PC, my YouTube has just been flooded with tech videos because I watched a few and now it's all I get recommended. So don't worry about it. You're gonna mess up. There's gonna be a video explaining exactly what you need to do to fix your problem. And then eventually, you'll end up like this. Tip number 3 is don't look ahead. Focus on the piece that you are working on right now. When you are plugging in the CPU, don't worry about, oh, how am I gonna connect the CPU cooler? How much thermal paste? Don't worry about all of that. Don't worry about the RAM, don't worry about the graphics card. And I'm not saying that you need to buy the CPU, put it in, and then buy the other parts, okay? Don't twist my words. No, I'm saying when you're building your PC and you're starting off by opening the motherboard and putting that little chip in, make sure you do it properly. Don't rush anything. Look, let's be honest here. You probably think this process is gonna last maybe a day. Trust me, you have no idea. For me, I was lucky enough to have a big old man called my dad help me, who is in charge of all the computers at his office. And even for us, it took almost 3 weeks. Now don't get me wrong, there was other problems, but we definitely could have been quicker if we had just taken our time. Tip number 4. This is a very underrated one, and this is one that everyone should be doing. Use a magnetic screwdriver. Trust me when I say, I have never been more angry at anyone than when we were about halfway through the build and my genius father decides to go, hey, why don't you try this screwdriver? And it turned out that one was magnetic all along. The amount of screws I nearly lost by using a regular screwdriver. Save yourself the trouble, use a magnetic one. Okay, now that we are ready to build our PC, let me do one more thing before we move on. Tip number 5, don't do everything that you see online. And I'm not saying don't be safe, don't wear the anti-static bands and all that, do whatever you want, right? But don't feel the need to follow every single step, inch by inch. Linus, for example, has a video where they have a one-stop shop for every single part of building a PC. I think it's about 2 hours long. I used that video when I was building mine, and look, it's a great video, it's really, really helpful. But I think I tried to copy it way too much. They talk about all the different parts you need, and look, some of us have regular fans, some of us have AIOs. Some of us are rich enough that we can afford custom cooling. That wasn't me, don't worry. Now this next one, I can't stress enough. Do not screw in the GPU until you are absolutely sure that there is nothing else on the motherboard that you have to plug in. Look, trust me when I say, we unscrewed this thing at least 6 times because it is fat. Sorry, I shouldn't body shame. It is big and you can't reach underneath it to plug in anything. Next tip is make sure you think about cable management before you finish building the PC. Look, take it from me, okay? I didn't think about cable management and I had to unplug everything when it was finally time to put the case back on. And I'm not gonna lie to you, it looks way better now that the cables are managed. I mean, this was a mess. I can't remember what number we're on. I think we're on tip number 8. Tip number 8. RGB makes the PC way better. I mean, it's so important. Like, look, all the colors, they make it way better. I'm kidding, okay, I'm kidding. But it does look cool, and you have to remember that this PC, you're gonna be looking at it pretty much every day. So why not make it look a bit nicer? Tip number 9, overclock your RAM. So many of us will buy expensive RAM that has big numbers on it, like, oh, 7500 megahertz and all of this, but then we never overclock it. I think what a lot of new people don't realize, and trust me, I didn't realize this either at the time, the speed it says on the box is not the speed that the RAM starts with. So that's it. That is my guide to building your first PC. And look, I'm no expert, so you don't need to copy me. I just hope that your first PC build goes way better than mine did, because trust me, returning parts is not fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and make sure to check out this short where I'm gonna list the top programs that I think everyone should have on their PC right after they've built it. Obviously after Windows. So I hope your build goes well. Enjoy playing games in great quality after you've been suffering for all these years, and I'll see you later.